All right, what is going on, everyone? Thank you so much for checking out my video featuring the ranking of the Jeepers Creepers franchise. We are not including Jeepers Creepers Reborn. We're only sticking with the original three. And before anybody says anything, I understand that there's a lot of controversy between the writer and director, I guess is what he is. Or I know he was the director of the film. I don't know if he wrote them all.
I want to say that he was also the writer.
Okay. We understand that, but he's a scumbag. But besides that, me and Billiam here was wanting to rank the original three. And you're a big fan of Jeepers Creepers, right?
I really enjoy the concept of the creeper.
Yeah.
Like the creature itself, it strikes that kind of primal, you don't know when you know it's every 23 years.
Yeah.
But other than that, you don't know where he's at. You don't know when he's coming.
Yeah.
It's this unstoppable force.
Yeah.
That will not relent until it takes what it wants.
Right. But with that being said, before we start our ranking of the Jeepers Creepers films, our next video will be coming out of ranking the Batman films.
Best superhero of all time.
Something me and Bill has been wanting to do for a while, and we were waiting until I got my new studio man cave all decorated the way I wanted it. So to kind of go ahead and jumpstart and be like, well, before we do that video, we're going to go ahead and knock out a quick one real quick. So with that being said, who wants to go first? You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Well, I went first with the Terminator when we did it, and you go first with the Batman. I guess I could go first with the Creeper.
Okay.
So, all right. So for me, number 3 has to be number 3. For me, it's the weakest of the films. There's a lot of it that takes place during the day.
Yes.
Which really gives it loses a lot of that horror aspect by having it during the daytime.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand, having the creeper out during the day just really kind of shows he can attack at any time.
Mm-hmm.
But you miss so much, I think, with it being during the day.
Yeah.
My biggest complaint is you have this whole thing surrounding a hand that was left behind by the creeper.
Yeah.
You never really find out anything more than it's a hand, you interact with it, and it reveals what the creeper is.
Yeah.
This movie takes place in between 1 and 2, which honestly does neither movie any credit. Honestly, just I have too much that's wrong with this movie. There's a few interesting parts, like how the creeper's got his entire truck booby trapped.
Yeah.
I do like that, where you see it's even if you try to leave, you're gonna die. But other than that, I feel like this is just a weak exit for the creeper.
Yeah.
If I had to give this movie a rating, man, I gotta give it at least a D.
A D.
A D. There's too much wrong with this movie for me. Especially compared to the other two.
Yeah.
This one just is clearly the weak link.
I got you. I can see that.
Yeah.
Well, should be no surprise, coming in at number 3 for me is Jeepers Creepers 3. Pretty much the same thing you said. A lot of this film took place in the daytime, which that's not what made the creeper creepy. In the first 2, it was at night.
Mm-hmm. He
could hide in the shadows. You saw the silhouette of the creeper. In this one, he looks too clean. Like he's wearing a red sweater, it looks like.
Yeah.
I didn't really care for that. It doesn't make sense to try to fit between 2 and 1. I remember watching this film, and at the end, when it shows the main kid now when he's going and getting on the school bus.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when films do that because that don't match. He was not in the second one.
No.
His character was not in the second one. His character or the actor was not in the second one. He was not on the school bus. I hate when they try to tie stuff in like that.
It's like the shoehorn.
Yeah, it annoys me. In all honesty, when I do watch these films, I just watch the first two.
Yeah.
It's not the most terrible horror film, but where the other two felt like it was a theatrical release, you could tell that they really put their heart and soul in the first two. This one felt like a sci-fi movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really care for any of the characters. Like, none of them really made me happy or stick out to me that, oh, I'm glad they lived. And like,
you don't really build a connection with any of the characters.
No. And one thing I didn't care for is they used way too much CGI in this movie. And like the booby traps, when they try to get out of the creeper's vehicle, there's a scene where I guess it's a dagger it shoots out and it's following one of the boys as he's on a motorcycle. It's too fake.
Yeah.
Good concept. But in the first two, we didn't see anything like that.
No.
And what doesn't make sense again is he didn't have these weapons like that to his truck in the second one.
No.
So,
I mean,
I just feel like it was a lower budget film, and they were like, well, let's try to come up with some new concepts to cover up the fact that the writing is bad and the budget isn't there. But
you know, going back to like what you said, you know, it feels like a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
If you grew up like in the 80s, 90s, 2000s watching TV, you know, now it's all streaming. But if you grew up watching TV, you would catch the first two like on USA or TBS.
Yeah.
This one definitely feels like it's on that sci-fi channel at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
That low budget. I wouldn't even call it a B movie.
No, absolutely not.
Like, this is just kind of a cash grab.
Yeah, and I hate the fact that the guy that plays the creep, I hate that this was his last movie as the creep.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, and if any of you've watched Jeepers Creepers Reborn, it's even a lower budget than this one, and it is absolutely terrible. I need to do a review on that, but it'd be all negative. But let's just say that's an F, and it's trash. But I don't know. This one, it just seemed like if it's taking place between the first and second one, the sister from the first one. Did she make a cameo in this?
She does. It's at the very end, and I don't think she even, other than that little cameo, she's not in the film at all.
Right.
I mean, obviously, she's not in the second one.
What is her name? Is it Trish?
Yes, I think.
I think so. You may have to look that up.
Okay.
But not the worst I've ever seen, but it is the worst of the original three. And it's not one that I particularly go back and watch. The hand deal, once again, just why wait and throw new ideas in the last one? Reminds me of Halloween Ends. Why throw different curveballs on a trilogy? I don't know. I feel like that's a mistake. People love the first two for a reason. So that's coming in dead last for me, number 3. And if I was going to give it a rating or a grade, I'll give it a D+.
Either way, this is one of those you go to Walmart and it's like that $5 bin. This is where you're going to find it buried at the bottom.
Yeah.
This is not one of those high quality movies.
Right.
If you're looking at it and you get the bundle on like Vudu or something, or what is Fandango now?
Yeah.
If you can find the bundle with just the first two, get that. Just don't even consider this one. Sorry, that's just... That being said, coming in number 2 for me is the first one. I really enjoyed Jeepers Creepers, the very first one. And I know, like I already mentioned before, the third one takes place a lot during the day. This one does too for a little bit, but it's not so much seeing the creeper.
Mm-hmm.
When it takes place during the day, it's the truck. It's not the creeper, it's the truck. And you don't see the creeper till night falls.
Right.
That night. I love the dynamic between Justin Long and the sister character, how they read license plates back and forth.
Yeah.
The whole fight, beating you, eating you.
Yeah.
On the plate. The way he plays with his food, essentially.
Yeah.
As they're driving along. For me, one of my favorite scenes has to be where he ends up sliding down.
Yeah.
Behind the church and coming into the den of the creeper.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a slow reveal for him as well as it is for the audience, because slowly your eyes start adjusting to the darkness. The walls are coated with bodies from years. I mean, they're even able to get the police to show up.
Yeah.
But it's after that, and then the creeper's den's now found. So the creeper is hungry. He goes to hunt. The way he kills the old lady in the there in the halfway point.
Oh yeah.
Get out of my house, and how he walks her in front of him and pushes her out of the house. Just the way he toys with the two of them, all the way up to the point where they're in the police station, and you're left with the question: who is he after? He smelled something on one of you.
Yeah.
The psychic lady, he smelled it on you.
Yeah.
But all I hear is the screaming. I don't know who he wants.
Yes.
And you're left there to the very end till he takes Derry.
Yeah.
And then the way we cut out with the Jeepers Creepers as it pans over to his face, Justin Long's face, and the creeper rises up and it's Derry's eye that's behind it.
Yeah.
Where he's taken his eye. Just, there's so much about the first one that it's haunting. Like, nothing you do is stopping it.
Yeah.
It gives very much like the classic Jason or Freddy or Michael. You shoot, they're still coming.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it gave a whole lot of backstory, which is kind of, I don't necessarily mind that so much.
Yeah.
But I feel like that also kind of gives a little bit of a knock to it. I would like to know a little bit more about the creeper as a horror creature. Like I said, with Freddy and Jason, you get a backstory of why they are the way they are. Creeper doesn't necessarily have one in this movie.
Right.
And going back to 3, they have a way for you to find out, but you don't know, and they won't show you. But anyway, so for me, number 1, I love number 1. It's my number 2 spot. I'll give it a B.
Okay. And we did not discuss any of this before we started this. So coming in at my number 2, Jeepers Creepers. Copy and paste. Pretty much everything you said, I agree with 100%. And which makes it even worse on the third one, because where was the psychic lady in the third one?
Right.
If it was the same night.
Mm-hmm.
What really captures my attention in the first one that made me go, "Ooh, that's creepy," is his name Derry?
Mm-hmm.
Derry and Trish are driving, and they look over, and you see the creeper grab the body and chunk it down.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just the fact that he chunks it down; it's when he catches them looking, and he just stops and looks at them. I remember seeing that and being like, "Holy crap!" And then all of a sudden, here it comes, boy. One of the coolest vehicles in any horror films. Absolutely love it. And the truck itself is a character on its own.
Oh, absolutely.
I have one question, though. where did the creeper get a custom license plate?
Made it himself.
Good answer. Good answer.
It's handmade. It's made of flesh.
Yeah. I thought the casting was great in this film. The creepiness of the creep was really well shot and displayed, like you said, with the old lady. And I really enjoy the scene where when they go into the diner and they're like, we need the phone, they're trying to call the police or whatever. And then one of the waitresses says, hey, somebody's out there in your car. And he was smelling the clothes. Mm-hmm. Well, then it was his clothes.
Yeah.
I like that because he's like, and he knows my name because it was on his underwear. But they were able to throw a little bit of humor in it, which is fine with me. But this one and the second one are neck and neck. And yes, I know this one started it all, and I know this is everybody's favorites. I've seen a lot of reviews where people say this is their top Jeepers Creepers film, or I've heard people say actually that this is their favorite horror film. And I can't argue. I enjoy the mess out of it. I love it. It's one of these films that if somebody says, I've never seen Jeepers Creepers, oh man, let's watch it.
Right.
The pacing is good in this film.
Mm-hmm.
The film's an hour and a half, hour and 4. I can't remember. I mean, it's under 2 hours. Perfect timing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There was once the scene where I really enjoy is where the cops are behind Trish and Derry and the song Jeepers Creepers playing. And the whole time they're arguing, you can see in the background the creep on the police car.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic shot.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you're seeing everything in one scene. Brother and sister. And back there in the back window, you're seeing what's... Love that. Absolutely. So, man, there really isn't anything negative that I can say about this movie. I just really enjoy it, and I'm glad that we don't have a full backstory of the creeper. Some characters, in my opinion, I mean, I know you said you'd like to know, but there's just some... Sometimes I feel like these dark, mythical creatures, when they do get their backstory told, it doesn't live up, so you're like, it kind of sucks. You know?
I can see that.
But it's coming in at number 2, and I'll give this movie... I'm going to give it a... Oh, man. I'm going to give this movie a solid B.
Okay.
Yeah, I have... no.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Let's give it a B+.
Oh.
Because I'm sorry. I really dig this movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Okay. So
what's going to be number 1?
I'm curious. Coming in at number 1 is Jason. No. Coming in at number 1 is Jeepers Creepers 2. So Jeepers Creepers 2. One of the things that I actually really like about this is it's, for the most part, one setting.
Mm-hmm.
It's a stranded bus, but in the middle of nowhere, 2 cornfields.
Yeah.
You know, you surrounded by cornfields or fields, whatever. One of the things that I love about this one is you have another psychic girl, essentially.
Yeah.
She sees Derry trying to stop her. She sees the little boy trying to stop. From the beginning. So at the beginning, you have a kid who's working on a farm. He's trying to... Dad tells him to check the scarecrows. One of them is the creeper.
Mm-hmm.
Which looks really awesome. I don't know if that's in the shot or not, but very... Yeah. Completely inconspicuous.
Mm-hmm.
Never would tell... But he's taken.
Mm-hmm.
Which leads to the father and the brother's revenge plot point. But the one thing that I'll say that I really enjoyed about when the bus breaks down is that it's the creeper's custom-made throwing dart.
Yeah.
And what I love about it is it's got Derry's tattoo
yes.
from the first movie.
Yeah.
Stitched into it.
Yes.
So, like, in the first movie,
rose.
Yeah, in the first movie, he had a rose by his belly button,
Mm-hmm.
and that's attached into the throwing ninja star, essentially.
But yeah,
made out of bone and metal and teeth and flesh, and and I'm just like, man, that is such a cool looking weapon.
And it's the little detail.
Yes, just to have those small things really makes it up for me in this film.
Yeah.
I will say that I will say that I like that they gave the creeper a little bit of a personality in this one.
Yep.
He's still the I'm gonna kill you,
but
like as they're standing in line, as he's looking at him, he's like, just, and just kind of like,
yeah,
he's toying with these kids, and I love that he kind of just gives this little playful, I'm still gonna get you, but he has a personality in this one.
Yes.
The way he goes after each character, oh man, one of the favorite parts that I have that I absolutely love has to be where they spear him in the air.
Oh yeah, the dad and the brother. I mean, the dad and the son.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's still so strong. He's pulling the truck.
Yes.
It's just like, I've got you. No, he's got you.
Yeah.
Like, it shows the amount of strength and power that the creeper has, which hasn't really, you've never seen him move a vehicle. You've never seen him really do anything extraordinarily powerful.
Yeah.
But here he is, you've impaled him, and I'm moving the truck. The way you have the turning on each other of the students, well, let's give him what he wants. No, we got to stick together. No, well, I'm running out here, and the way he picks them off, one at a time.
Yeah.
And the way he pulls the kid's head out of the hole. Oh, just for me, this is a phenomenal set piece.
Yep.
Like, if you just show that picture, you know what movie you're watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the way it ends with the dad still sitting there
20 years
later, well, what are you waiting for? Oh, about another day or two.
Oh yeah, it's 23 years later. Yeah.
About another day or two. And it pans in, and you expect to see it move, and you just see this slight twitch of the face.
Did it?
Yeah. It's very subtle, but one of the claw over its face very subtly twitches.
Oh, I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah. But it's like, it's just, we're going back at it.
Yeah.
You have this father who has this eternal vendetta against this creature.
Yeah.
And you don't know at this point what's to come of it. How will this play out? It leaves it open for a third one that we never get.
And we never will.
And never will.
Yeah.
Aside from that really being my big complaint, I love this movie. Like I said, I love the way it plays out.
Yeah.
Just the interaction with the creeper and his prey.
Yeah.
And like I said, those small details like the Derry's tattoo make this one stand out for me over number one. I give this movie a solid B+.
Right on. Sweet. Yep. Well, coming in number one for me is Jeepers Creepers 2. And I'll go ahead and kind of go with just a couple negatives that I really didn't care for. And one of them, and which if you've watched my YouTube channel, you know that I'm not a big fan of all the language. because there is a lot of
yeah.
language back and forth between the students, which is realistic. So I get that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this one did, but it did cuss a lot more than the first one. But
Yes.
like I said, I do understand that if these high school kids really was in this situation, that's what they're going to be doing.
Yeah.
And my biggest thing too, it also, like I said, this is just one. I really only have two negatives. It's that, and I wish they would have had more of the truck in this one.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's not a real big negative, but really, that's my two main ones. Is because, like I said in the first one, the truck was a character of its own,
Mm-hmm.
and this one it's kind of pushed to the side a little bit.
Do you even really see the truck in this one? It's mostly him just flying around the bus.
You talking about the truck, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the only one time you see it.
Yeah.
But now, as far as the positives, I think the Creeper was handled very well in this film. You see a lot more of the Creeper as far as facial expression stuff, and he's in it more.
Yeah.
But he's still creepy enough. He's still hiding in the shadows. He's still dim lit in certain spots. And the funny part about it is, if he wanted to get in there,
oh, he'd be in.
He could have got in the entire time. The windows, when they break, it shows one scene where he's ripping up the corner of the bus, and the doors. He could take the doors off.
Oh yeah.
All it shows me is that he's toying with these kids, and that's what even makes it more creepy. Because, like I said, if he wanted to get in there, he'd get in there that quick.
Well, see, I think that, touching on that, I think that's part of what he wants, though, is because that fear, he smells that fear, and that fear is like a flavor enhancer for him.
Oh yeah.
So it's amplifying that. I smell it.
Yeah.
You know, and the more scared they get, the more they let off.
And to me, this film is one of the best opening horror films. I love the fact that it starts off that quick. And I remember when we was watching it the first time, the kid's in the field, he's messing around. And like you said, if you didn't really pay attention, you wouldn't even thought anything about it.
Mm-mm.
But all of a sudden, he's looking at the kid. And when the kid looks over, he just turns his head. That right there, I was like, ooh. Like, it gave me chills. I was like, that's creepy. And then he's walking up to it. And he can see the feet.
The clawed feet.
And when he takes off running, all of a sudden he leaps off of that. He goes in the cornfield, then he comes up again. I thought that was a great opening. And for them to make it where the very first scene, a kid is kidnapped and taken off, that's ballsy in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
And I love the actor, and I'm sorry I'm not good with names, but the one that plays the dad. I think he did a great job in this movie, and I like that him and his son pretty much tag team and working together as far as coming to getting revenge, taking the Creeper out. But like you said, I like certain films that have a setting. Breakfast Club is in my top 5 favorite movies of all time, and it's in a school, in detention. I love that.
In the library.
Yes. Yeah. I know you haven't seen this movie, but Victor Crowley takes place on a crashed airplane. It's how the director chooses to use that setting is what's going to determine if it's good or not. And I think they did this very well. I love when they first get pulled over, when he throws the ninja star, as you say, and they're out there setting out little
road
flares, and all of a sudden comes down, boom, takes them off, and it just
the road flare just suddenly drops.
I think that's cool. Like you said, when they finally spear him and he's moving the truck. But something really creepy is at the end. I can't remember if they shot him and he lost his legs or what happened. Remember, he lost a leg and like an arm, and all of a sudden the Creeper is crawling, but he's leaping up. I just think that's cool. And I think the ending was perfect. I like the fact that it's 23 years later or how many years later, and he's still sitting there, and he's older, the dad, and he's just got that shotgun waiting. It's either a shotgun or the spear.
He's got the spear.
And I love the fact that he's charging $5 to go take a picture with the Creeper. It ended on a good note. I liked it. I was like, that's cool. He's just waiting. So part of me is like, great ending. They should have never made part 3.
Agreed.
But then the other part of me is like, I would love to have seen how he started developing, because he was a skeleton, and
Mm-hmm.
his wings were all jacked up. I would love to see, give it a couple of days, and all of a sudden he's starting to reincarnate. I think that's what disappointed me so much with the third one, is because when I watched the third one, I didn't know it was going to be between 1 and 2.
Right.
So I was expecting the dad to be back but for the first 2 films, I'll say I thought it was a great ending. So, I mean, as far as giving it a grade, I know I gave the first one a B+. This one's getting a B+ as well. Because like I said, they're just neck and neck.
Right.
But I do feel like the second one is more frightening, in my opinion. And I like when he grabs the dude's head, flies up in the air, and he's ripping his own head off.
Yes.
In front of the stars in the moonlight. Practical effects, not CGI.
Mm-hmm.
He takes the head off, chunks it, and all of a sudden that new one just grows. Sweet. Now, It was CGI when it's the face, and then he looks at the camera and it turns in.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole ripping the head off stuff, I like.
I mean, a subtlety of something like that with CGI is not bad.
Yeah.
The rest of it being practical effect, beautiful.
Right. But, yeah, solid B+. All right, well, that is our ranking of the Jeepers Creepers films. We hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to check out our next video, which will be us ranking the Batman films, which you said there was 10 of them.
10.
So we're going to be doing 10. We're not throwing in Justice League. We're doing just pretty much the main films that is around Batman.
Right.
But you got anything else you want to say before we sign off?
No, I think I'm good. Just
Right on.
don't let the creeper get you on the way out.
Yes. I think they need to wait from the second one and wait
23
23 years and then do the third one. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah.
But as always, remember to hit that subscribe button. In the comment section, let us know where you rank these films, what you like about them, what you don't like about them. And as always, God bless each and every one of you, and I will see you next time.